And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. We've had a lot of big local football news, and this one was a little bit surprising as Chris Chaddick has stepped down at San Gorgonio after 2 seasons. Remember, he was the former head coach at Indian Springs, and then he went over to San Gorgonio. Had 2 great seasons, 9-2 in his first year at San Gorgonio, and then 9-3 this previous season, including a trip to the Division 11 semifinals. In the previous year when they went 9-2, they also won a Skyline League championship. So here is Coach Chaddick talking about stepping down at San Gorgonio and what's next. He still wants to coach locally. He might have some options. Here's Coach Chaddick. And now joining us on the show, he's a great coach. He's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. It's Chris Chaddick stepping down at San Gorgonio. And Coach, I remember when you first got the job, you know, you're going back to your school. You're excited about it. At the time, things weren't going very well for San G. But after a couple seasons with them, 18-4, I think, with San Gorgonio. You got them to the CIF Southern Section semifinals this past year. What are some of the things that you, are proud of? Some of the things that you were able to accomplish at San Gorgonio the last 2 years?
First thing is this is my alma mater, so I'm always going to be proud that I had the opportunity to be here. So to revive the pride in a storied program, that was the number one thing. To resuscitate it back to life. They were 5-25 over a 4-year period there, and we got it to 18-4. We won a league title here my first year, and that's only the 10th league title in the 60-year history of the school. And I'm connected as an assistant to 6 of the 10 league titles here. So, I mean, you could say I'm partially responsible for, more than half of the league titles in football history. So that's something that's awesome. We made it to the CIF semifinals, as you stated, which is pretty awesome. We sent the first Division I player in Deron Tyson to a college. This is the first early signing period kid in San G history, according to what I've been told. But first D1 guys since 16 when Tyreek and Caleb signed. We have college offers for quite a few people, and one of the things I'm proud of is I have more college offers for kids than I have losses here. So that's pretty awesome. I'm really proud of that. And I was glad I had the time I had here.
Well, Coach, let's even rewind it back to Indian Springs. I mean, I've known you for a long time, and you've been an assistant coach at a lot of different places. But our dear friend John Chamberlain, gave you the job at Indian Springs. You won a league title there and had success there. What was it about being the head coach of a program? That you enjoy? I mean, because obviously you're going to put your stamp on it. You're going to run things the way you want to run it. But, going from Indian Springs to San Gorgonio, both places, I mean, what was it about being a head coach that you enjoyed?
I enjoyed evolving. So first and foremost, thank you to John Chamberlain for letting me cut my teeth as a younger head coach. We had success there, league titles. We won 4 straight winning seasons, CIF semifinal there as well. Sent several kids to college. I think we sent 9 kids to college there, including a D1 kid to Grambling, Byron Jones. Yeah. So, being able to build a program from basically scratch was awesome. And I brought a lot of that experience here to G, because it was basically like having to start all over again anyway. So I enjoy, I'm a culture builder guy, so I enjoy first setting the standard. We talk about, the habits reflect the mission. The standard is the standard. Consistency wins. Family, forget about me. I love you. That's our ethos. Our family versus your team. Those are the things that every player that ever played for me has heard. The separation isn't the preparation. We talk about, putting deposits in the bank. Victory requires payment in advance. These are all things that every school I've ever been at, since I've been a coordinator, basically have learned. And these are things I hope to continue no matter where I land.
All right, so perfect segue wherever you land. So this is not a retirement announcement. This is just you leaving San Gorgonio, and now do you want to be a head coach? I mean, I think there is, when you look at the Inland Empire, at least in our coverage area, there are a couple openings out there. Or or you just want to coach, or do you want to take a year off and just hang out with the family? Like, what's next?
Right now, I'm just kind of sitting and letting God guide me. I'm kind of praying and being still because, I resigned Tuesday. This is Friday. I've been kind of figuring out where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. Initially I wanted to take some time off, but you know what? That coaching it's just in my blood. Ideally, I'd love to be a head coach. So if anybody's looking, I'm 18-4 over the past 2 years. 39-22 as a head coach. So that means even if I went 0-10, I'd still be 39-32, but that ain't going to happen. We won't go 0-10 under my leadership. I have a great staff that I'd like to, keep together, including like the great Gary Hedlund, who's like one of the best play callers in California, period. I love what he does. That's my right-hand man. So Gary, if you're watching this, thanks for being loyal. I appreciate you. You're the man. I'd ideally like to be a head coach again. If I'm not, I'd want to work for someone I respect, someone I can actually learn from, because I'm not going to go somewhere and just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to work for some, Joe Blow off the street. And, I end up having to run things anyway. That's not happening. I need to work for someone that I will actually respect and that I can learn from. And advance in my skills, because I'm an eternal student in life, in the game of football. I'm always trying to learn new things. If you stop learning, that's when entropy takes place and you just start falling apart within. And I'm not ready to do that, but I do know I have to go to a program where if I was to become an assistant, that I respect the head coach. That I have some, sort of say so, whether it's with my position group or being a coordinator or whatever, but I'm not going to be like the lead assistant to the assistant that sits up in the booth and just watches football. Like, I'm not that guy. If you want me to be that guy, don't bother calling me. But if you actually want a guy that's going to coach and, add value to the program, yeah, that's something I'd be willing to do. Also too, just there's a lot of these guys that on the recruiting end, as far as getting kids to college, that like don't have the connections that I do. I'm very proud that every school I've been at, every year I've gotten at least one kid a scholarship offer. When only 7% of all kids in high school go on to play college football, the fact that every year of my tenure I've had at least one guy go somewhere, it's pretty special. So, those are things that I can help out with. I'm not opposed to junior college coaching. So, hey, any of the junior colleges locally, you can call me. We can talk about stuff because I have that experience. But ideally, I want to be a high school head coach again. So, hey, ADs out there, if you got an opening and it's, you can work with me, we'll figure something out.
Well, Chris, listen, I always appreciate our conversations, man. I love seeing you on the sidelines. And I know I'm going to see you I don't know where, but I'm going to see you on the sidelines again real soon. I got that feeling.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate all you do for, covering sports in our area and just, being consistent. And, I hope that we do see you again. And, hopefully I'm patrolling the sidelines as a head coach. If not, I'm an assistant somewhere doing some good things.
I am sure we will see Coach Chaddock on a sideline real soon. That'll do it for this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we will see you next time.